name's Eric Buckland, and now we're going to talk about the 3 biggest failures for Big 4 CPAs. And the number 1 is the year rule. So I work with a lot of Big 4 CPAs, and most of them always have a year that they want to wait. I'm going to wait till year, X until I look for a job. And the reason that's bad is because a lot of people don't realize that there's different times where when you leave, you're going to see more opportunities. There's different times where you leave, you're going to see less opportunities. There's years that I call tweener periods where you're overqualified for most of the roles that you're a fit for, and you're underqualified for a lot of the roles where you're just not a fit for, but you want. So, people get frustrated. They get frustrated when they see opportunities that, well, shoot, I could have had this last year. Why didn't I look last year? And the analogy I like to use is in the stock market. If you, saved all your money and just put it in the bank, and then at one time you decide, I'm going to invest all my money in the stock market within these 3 to 6 months, let's say. And obviously, that could be a really good time. It could be a really bad time. The same thing with your Big 4 experience. I mean, good things to know are, when are the biggest hiring times? When am I going to see the most opportunity? And a lot of people look in after busy season in the summer, and let's be honest, the summer is one of the worst times to look. It's one of the slowest times. So these are the things that we would go over with you and talk to you about. In these next few videos, I'm going to tell you about what times are the best times to leave based on, these goals. And, I can go over them kind of in general, and I'll give you some guidance. But if you have some questions, give us a call. We'll walk you through in your market, your location, your timing, and your goals, what's the best fit for you. And that way, you're going to know when to look, what to look for, and what timing as well. And so the second biggest mistake I see in Big 4 is reference group. And when I made the transition from public to private, a lot of the times, I just had a limited base of knowledge. I had what my professors told me, I had what my friends, what my peers were telling me, and then what the recruiters were telling me. And that's all biased, and especially the recruiters, because any job they're working on, they're going to tell you this is the best job, and here's why. So let's take that one off the table. So that's why it's my goal to kind of point out, okay, these are the different things you should know, because when you talk to someone at the Buckland Group about a job, we just want to meet your goals. So it's best that you know what your options are, what the best timing is. And so if you're already educated on that, you can make good decisions and say, that's a great opportunity for me. And it's just our job to kind of help you with that, showcase the right opportunities that fit those goals. So your reference group, professors, here's the reason I didn't like professors, is because they never worked in industry most of the time. And so their information for me, when I was making the transition, was horrible. The second group was my peer group. And let's be honest, our peer group is usually about who caught the biggest fish. You don't hear about somebody, getting a 10% bump in salary, going to a great company where there's lots of promotion and things like that. You hear about somebody that got a 20 to 25% bump. And it could be who caught the biggest fish, or they could be leaving out things like, by the way, it's a bankrupt company. By the way, I work just as many hours as I do in public accounting. And so the information they give you isn't always helpful either. It's a little biased as well. And then when you're in Big 4, obviously they're not going to say, you know what, based on your goals, you should leave at year X. They never say that. They usually always say, you should stay to manager. And when you stay to manager, they're going to say, well, you should stay until X. So, and then obviously we all know, when you talk to a recruiter, the best opportunity they have is the one, right there in front of you. So, in these next series of videos, I'm going to go over all this and kind of give you ideas and trends and what I've seen in the past that can really help you, decide what's best for you and to meet your goals. So that way when you talk to us, you're going to know your goals, and our job is just to meet that. So, contact information is down below if you want to give us a call about any of that. But the next one is the third biggest failure I see with Big 4 CPAs, and that's burnout. And I know everyone watching this right now is saying, not me, I'm not going to burn out, I'm fine. But the reality is I see so many people that say, I'm not interested in looking, but then one day they call me and they're interested in leaving now. And the reason I like working with you guys is I look at you guys like the sports car, the best athlete. You guys are super sharp, you're not afraid to work really hard, but you're the sports car doing 200 miles an hour down the track. And, just after a while, if we don't maintain that car and do pit stops, you get burnt out really fast. If one thing goes off, the timing goes off in that sports car, it gets pretty nasty, obviously. It seizes up, it breaks down. And that's what happens to a lot of you, and understandably so. You guys work incredibly hard, a lot of hours, And so what we recommend is don't wait till you get burnout. Understand what years are the best years for you to leave based on your goals, and then keep in touch with a recruiter like ourselves, somebody that's going to say, we know what's important to you, we know what locations, we know what industries, we know what even a target salary range is for you. And you may not hear from us maybe twice a year, but at least you're going to know about your dream opportunity when it comes up, and not just, boom, you hit that wall, I'm done, get me out of here. Let's look in this summer after busy season. You got 3 months to look. You've got a limited window. The opportunities aren't that great, but you're so burnt out you want to leave. And I see so many good, bright people make bad moves because they just pick a time to look. And it's not a time, but you need a big range to kind of just be open to things. And that's where we want to help you. So once again, that's the big three. If you want to talk to us, you always start with me. That's my contact information. I have other recruiters that work for me, and I will introduce you to them at the appropriate time, but you'll always start with me. I'll get you started. I'll talk to you about the different opportunities, and whoever's working on them, I'll introduce you to them, and we'll get you started. So if you have any questions, like I said, give me a call. Check out our salary guide up at the top there. That'll give you some ideas. Check out the other videos. Hopefully you find them helpful. Leave me any feedback. Feedback's great. If I'm missing something, or if you have questions on something, I'll answer it in the YouTube videos, or just give me a call or email. So I appreciate your time, and I look forward to working with you.